I'm Andrew White, and I'm a Galvin Scholar. I choose Aroostook because of the people and the sense of community. Help me stay in Aroostook County. Visit galvinfund.org and donate today.
Welcome back to the morning edition, and that was Andrew there.
Yeah, Andrew White from Washburn, our Galvin Scholar from last year. So adorable. He's such a great kid.
Oh, yeah, I actually interviewed him for
Yes, you did. Yes,
so,
you did, yeah.
Great guy. So last week, we talked about college loans, getting prepared for college, rules on campus, like if you can have a car or not. So today we're going to talk about healthcare on campus, especially if there's a hospital.
Yes,
or in a small
most
town.
campuses actually have what we call a clinic, and it's a quick visit. Not something you'd want to go to for an emergency, but an everyday kind of care thing. It is important that your student know whether or not there is a healthcare facility on campus, and sometimes even the smaller campuses will have those clinics. Larger campuses like UMO often have a hospital right on the campus itself.
Yeah, and I know I had the on-clinic. I took advantage of that.
I think most students should. Yes,
for sure.
yes.
Now, college life brings along roommates, and I know from personal experience that can bring some issues.
It can. That's conflict. So, when you think about college and you think about dorm life, that often is going to bring along somebody to share the room with. So, for a child who was the only one in his or her house and maybe had his own room for his entire life, a dorm's going to make you share with another student. This means that parents, you're going to have to work hard on teaching the children how to have positive conflict resolution. Conflict is a really natural thing, and it can be expected, even with the best of friends, especially when you live together. When my youngest was in college, she and her dorm mate, Marcy, worked out rules and behaviors to make sure that they could stay clear of the things they didn't want to do. It really worked. They definitely had some conflict, but they also became the best of friends.
All right, now speaking about, let's move on to academics.
Yes.
It can be very different compared to high school, and especially if you're a non-traditional student too. You haven't taken classes for a while, and I know, my first test in college, I was like, wow, I definitely need to work a lot harder than high school.
Me too. And I think most of the students out there face that. When we had our shanty weekend last year, we asked the Galvin Scholars, what are you most afraid of? And the number one answer was that I just can't cut it in college. I'm not going to have the ability. Everybody struggles in something. We all have our weaknesses. I was awful in math. So I made sure that I made an appointment with my math professor, and I talked about my fears there. I also made sure that I knew about any tutoring services on campus. All 4 of our campuses in Aroostook County have excellent tutoring services. So if you do struggle, you can get some help. Make sure you don't wait until it's too late. And parents, encourage the students, if they struggle on tests or they struggle with comprehension, meet with their professor. This is going to be different for a lot of parents out there, especially of our traditional students. They've been able to call and talk to the teacher if there's been an issue. You can't do that when your child goes to college. There's a special release form. So, this is some practice and some problem solving. We want our kids to be successful. Making sure that they can reserve conflict and that they can prepare themselves are 2 important steps to that.
All right, we got about 20 seconds left here. What else did you want to add real quick?
So I think the last thing that I would want to talk about is get involved. Get involved with your campus. Everybody we talk to, all the research says kids are much more likely to graduate from college if they get involved in some kind of club or activity on campus. So, make sure that your kid finds something. There's something for everyone. Make sure you like us on Facebook, because this is the week. We're going to have some Galvin Scholar announcements starting this week, a brand new class of Galvin Scholars. We are all so excited.
All right, well, thank you so much. And next week we're going to talk about Katahdin.
The early program. Yeah, they have an early college program down there. It's mega cool. It's going to be awesome.
All right, and now we're going to take a quick look at the 7-day. Hopefully I have it up there.